What's up, people? In this video, we're going to be talking about the huge update coming to Rogue Company. We got the new Rogue, the new map. We're also going to speak on the Battle Pass briefly and the idea of a PvP mode since they're mentioning these jackals again. If you want to make sure you get notified for each of my live streams and videos, make sure to go ahead and hit that sub button, drop a like, and let's jump right into the video. So let's start off by talking about the new character, Sigrid. She's basically like a tanky character meant to get into the opponent's face and put down some cover for her teammates. Now, she also reminds me of a character whose name will not be spoken. Now, looking at her weapons, she has the D40C, which is Chalk's SMG, which is by far one of the best in the games. And she also has the S12, which is Vi's shotgun. And then she has the Warren, which is a dang good pistol. So all in all, not bad weapons. Now, her special is going to be the ballistic shield. She's going to be able to raise the shield up and take reduced damage. And she can also move faster while crouching, which makes her a harder target to hit with the shield up, and also makes her like a moving anvil wall, especially when you pair that with her passive, which allows her to negate slowing effects. So basically they took Anvil's passive and gave it to her, or at least half of it. She also has a new gadget called Adrenaline Shot. This allows her to do a small heal but immediately start the health regeneration process, which is dope. For her perks, she has Evade, Shatter Rounds, Nimble Hands, Tenacity, Tracker Rounds, and Lifeline. All in all, I think this rogue is going to be a great addition to the game. We'll talk about her kit a little bit more towards the end. Let's go ahead and move on to the new map, which is coming to the game. The new map is called Glacier. This map reminds me a lot of Canals because it seems very close quarters. I think this is going to be a map where SMGs and shotguns kind of reign a little bit because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space to run around here. But all in all, I think it's an aesthetically pleasing map, and any addition to the game is going to be welcome in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and talk about this idea of PvP and the jackals coming. The next thing I want to talk about is the idea of this PVE game mode that has been floating around Rogue Company for a long time now. As you see in this trailer, they were talking about the jackals. The jackals are the bots that we saw fighting Dima and Ronin in the original reveal trailer, like this dude that gets slumped by Ronin. On the screen here, I'm going to post some information from months ago that shows that Rogue Company has been thinking about an incursion, a PvE game mode for months. This was leaked by Roco Leaks. Make sure to go ahead and check them out on Twitter. But as you see here, they have the different AI difficulties. They have easy, hard. They have this heavy wave, this medium difficulty. So this is something that they've been thinking about for a while here. And if you look at this next image, they even have the different weapons that the bots can use. As you see here, you got the Heron, the Mamba, the Maw, all weapons that the bots will be able to use against us. Hopefully, if they do come out with a game mode like this, they make the bots more challenging than the ones that are in our practice modes right now, because those bots are straight cheeks. But at the same time, I hope they don't make them too overpowered to where they're like hitting shots from across the map, all headshots or something like that. With that being said, though, I'm excited to see that whispers of this is coming back, and I hope that they go ahead and pump out a PvE mode, because I think that'll help the game appeal more to that casual type of player base while keeping their sweaty players content and happy with the more competitive type game modes that the game already offers. The last thing that I want to talk about here is going to be the Battle Pass. As you know here, the Battle Pass is one of the last things that needs to be rolled out here in Rogue Company. On November 23rd, Scott Gandhi, who is a developer for Rogue Company, posted a video. And at the end of the video, he stated that he would have a surprise for us in this December update, so during this holiday season. Now, I imagine that that update is going to have the Battle Pass. Now, obviously, there could be other things in there, like maybe some Christmas themed skins or something like that. But I don't know if that would be much of a surprise during Christmas. So I'm thinking that the Battle Pass is going to be coming out in this month of December when this new update drops. But that is just my prediction based off what we know thus far. Now, I said earlier in the video that I would come back and talk about Sigrid a little bit more because I feel like I want to talk about the new rogue and kind of her kit and how it's going to affect the meta in the game right now. We have a character coming in that is basically like the old school Anvil. The difference is, of course, that now it is a moving shield, right? Obviously, she's not full Anvil because she can't just negate flashbangs or EMPs, but the slow effect is going to be a huge deal. That was the main reason I think so many people ran Anvil on offense, honestly, is because he was just a powerhouse, right? He ran through everything. And now we have a rogue that can do that while actually keeping her shield mobile. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see going forward and how they balance that out for ranked. because I feel like she is definitely going to dominate in planting that bomb or even holding people off who are trying to get to that bomb site. Now, let's go ahead and talk about her weapons real quick. We all know that Chalk definitely has one of the better SMGs in the game. Like, it's the SMG that can actually hit people from across the map, right? And deal pretty decent damage. Talon's is the other SMG that does okay, but if you're comparing the two, Chalk's SMG is definitely the better. Now, on top of that, she also has that Warrant, the new pistol. Even after the nerf, I would still argue that it is one of the better pistols in the game right now. So just those two weapons alone makes her weapon kit pretty strong. Now, Vi's shotgun is fine, right? That 93 to the head is fine, but the shotgun isn't anything that's going to make people like cry or make anything crazy. It's just a decent shotgun, if that. Now, if we look at her perks are what I think is really going to be the thing that needs to be looked at and needs to be balanced possibly, because she has Lifeline. And I feel like having Dahlia and this rogue, Sigrid, on the field at the same time, I almost feel like it's a must-have. You have two rogues that can get people up in 2.5 seconds. How can you not play both of them, right? That's basically like you're able to keep your teammates up all the time. And if you keep Dahlia and Sigrid together, like, just imagine, you won't be able to kill that woman, just about, or at least not be able to keep her down. So I'm curious to see how they'll balance this out, how they'll make that something that can be viable, but not necessarily. Trying to think about what the new meta will probably look like once this rogue hits. I wouldn't be surprised to see a team full of like medics, right? Like, it wouldn't surprise me to see Saint, Dahlia, Sigrid, and then maybe one Slayer on the team, because imagine how hard that would be, especially if that Slayer somebody's like Chalk. You know, with all his buffs, he's definitely a strong rogue. You would have a pretty much zombie team, right? They would be unkillable just about. So it'll be interesting to see how she shakes things up. I'm not surprised that a lot of people are saying they don't want to see her in ranked yet until they figure out how that balance is going to be. So I'm curious to see if Hi-Rez will listen to the community about that, or will they just release her and see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised either way. But those are my thoughts for the new rogue coming out. It's a little bit of a rant, but I think that's cohesive to some extent. And I think a lot of people are going to kind of feel where I'm coming from in this. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about the new rogue coming out? What do you think about her abilities? And are you excited about the new map? Do you think that a PVE mode is even necessary, or are you happy with the game in its current state? As always, I want to have a conversation with you guys, so let me know down in the comment section. And if you made it to the end, as always, give me a peace. And I should have a live stream coming up here either tomorrow or the day after. School starts back for us on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So I may have to get some stuff together before I can actually stream again. But I will be on this week for sure, and I'll definitely be on for the release of the new rogue. People, as always, this is Orsa Course. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. We will see you in the next video or live stream. Peace.